Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 7 of Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. We're still at it. July is still going strong. I'm still having an awesome time using all of these lovely pins, and I hope you're having an awesome time hopping around and seeing everybody's gorgeous projects. So like always and every day, whoever is playing along today, I will be linking them down below. And of course it's Tuesday, so I am combining this with my SCT sampler scrapbooking. So just before I get started, I just wanted to say that I'm even using these awesome glue dots that were in the March kit from scrapbook.com. They call them sticky squares. And if you saw my layout yesterday, my fun layout yesterday, all of these fun bows were made with using these dots and put on the page using the dots. So we're even using the little tool this month. Now, so today I mentioned to you last week that I would be doing some pocket pages and some everyday memory keeping. Now, you're going to say with your pen, you're maybe cheating a little bit, because yes, I really just went to find a pin in my on my color combo board that matched the kit. So today is maybe a little bit of a cheat, but it is a gorgeous color combo, and it really does match this lovely kit beautifully. So we're going with it. That's what it is. We're just going with it. So I have started a foray into everyday memory keeping. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to call it, because it's obviously not going to be every day. I'm not necessarily going to do a weekly spread, but I am definitely going to do on a monthly basis the highlights. So some months might be longer than others. Some may have more pages, some may have less. And I really want to take a moment to thank my lovely friend Helen for encouraging me on this. I've been enjoying seeing and reading her project life for a long time now, and she does the most awesome job of really capturing those little tiny details that sometimes we actually don't think are important. We think, you know, it's not important. I'm not going to remember it. I don't need to remember it. And yet it is so very pleasant to sit back and to look at. So she is really the one that encouraged me to start doing this, and we share a little bit sometimes before I share with you to keep ourselves motivated. But Helen has been doing Project Life for years, and she does it beautifully. So I started here. I'm going to be trying this in a 6x8. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to do a few months and we'll just see how this all goes. So June Memories, used one of the 6x6 papers that I had left over from the 12x12 layout, cut it into a 3x4, just went into my stash. June Memories, another 3x4 card for some journaling, and I'll be dating my cards since I will not be doing weeks, or, you know, week 1, week 2, or that kind of thing. And then down here, I used one of the 6x6 papers that I cut to a 4x6, put my photo, which is a collage of the Layout Palooza, which is an event that the Secret Not Secret Kit Club puts on 3 or 4 times a year. It's awesome. It's a Facebook event. You actually receive a kit before the event, and then Christina from Redefine Creative, the curator of all of the lovely Secret Not Secret Kit Club kits, spends an entire day creating with the kit that she says. So everything comes pre-cut. They're packaged by sort of like page kits, and you wind up at the end of the day with 11, 12 awesome go-to designs, and then some cards and embellishments with the leftovers. And it's just such a fun day in a private Facebook group. I only ever get about 3 of the layouts done, but I follow along. I choose some pictures so that I can continue the fun afterwards. So that is what this picture is. And my journaling is simply Layout Palooza is always such a fun day. I only get 2 or 3 layouts done, but enjoy watching, chatting, and planning. Christina's designs are great go-tos, frugal on supplies, but high in interest. And that is something that I love as well. So I'll go a little bit closer. I hope there's not too much glare since I've left them in the page protectors. And then over here, now I used the back side of the card. It's the same card, so I only have the one. Use this kind of part which was left over from Storyline and Chapters. A little die cut, just put a little flower, you and me, because this is my champagne. I will take the picture out here because I decorated some of it on the pocket. But this is basically my little guy lying right in front of the fan. We had the most intense heat wave ever in June, and we're shaping up actually to be having it again, but I don't know, it's going to be one of those summers. And so I just put here, Chopin always knows where to lie. And on the outside, let me get that back in here. And on the outside here, I just put hashtag fierce. Ooh. Hashtag fierce, which comes from the kit and weekend. And then down here, I am documenting that crazy heat wave, 16 to 23 June, 8 days, intense weather. We had not experienced such a long and intense heat wave in 93 years. We got up to 34 on the thermometer and over 40 with the Humidex. The air conditioner and fans just don't cut it after a few days of such clammy, so it becomes clammy and uncomfortable even in the house. Quite the drought as well, so there were some pretty bad forest fires, which is something else we haven't seen in a few years. We do get forest fires, but generally a little bit earlier in the season, and they are generally controlled fairly easily. But in the Lac Saint-Jean region this year, it was really quite devastating, and another area closer to Quebec City in La Pocatière, it was really fierce. And I'll take a minute here to thank all of my lovely friends from other provinces who also sent us their water bombers. And by the way, when I was in the aircraft industry working at Bombardier, the water bomber was my program. So that's that. And here again, so very frugal. I used the same card, back to front. So there you go. You can just see there, 31 degrees, feels like 37, which was not the worst day by far. And then the last little 6x8 page is just a fun one. And this is the kind of thing that Helen really encouraged me. She said, no, put it in there. I got everything ready. I needed to do a good clear up. I called, I've got junk to come and do a lovely clear up. I collected everything into the spare room because I had some stuff coming from my sister from another mister, my bestie, the following week, which I'll talk to you about another time. And on probably the worst day of the heat, they came to collect a lot of my junk. So I brought everything into the spare room so they would have only one place to work from. Earlier in the week, I called a smaller local service and was quite discouraged at the price and availability. But when I phoned I Got Junk, that all changed. Their rates are reasonable. They take care of donating, of recycling, of safe electronic disposal. It's just awesome. I live on a 4th floor, and I don't have a car. So what great service. They were running late, but once here, efficient, courteous, and professional. They were masked. They didn't touch anything. They kept their distances. They would not touch anything until I had given the final okay. Very well done. So here, just used another one of those lovely 6x6 that I cut down to 4x6, matted my photo here in black, Let's Do This, which comes from the sticker sheet. This lovely little Brad is it a Brad? Yes, Brad comes from my stash. A sticker here that was left over from the chapter line and stories. Just Fab is one of the journaling cards. Another scrap that I cut down to 3x4. Zero Regrets from the sticker. Happy. So just here, the picture of my junk, of the service, and then of that lovely empty room afterwards. And I will show you how that room now looks on a future episode. I'm not sure if it'll be of the sampler scrapbooking or just one of my regular videos. So there we go, and I'm ready to go with this side for another. So there you go. That's still all using my lovely, lovely kit. And let's see where we're at. Oh, I have another photo, and I've printed off a few more, ready to go. The stickers I've used quite a bit. Let me just move that over here so we can see better. Quite a bit of the stickers. I just have the larger ones here left. A few left over here. Used quite a bit of those stickers. I have 2 of these lovely foiled foam words, brave and thankful. Thankful I will definitely have a chance to use on an upcoming either everyday memory keeping or a layout. I have 2 full sheets. 3. Can you believe that? I still have 3 full sheets of pattern paper. So cards are coming. Another journaling card. Scraps. This I have a fun idea for a card as well. And then already here we have some lovely little bits here that will definitely be usable for the last little bit of embellishments. A few little die cuts that are left. These days of the week here was a border strip. That's a border strip that was in my stash, so that was not part of the kit. And still a couple of the die cuts. So we've had a 12x12, an 8.5x11, 3 with a 4th on its way, 6x8 pocket pages. We're going to get, I would suspect, 3 or 4 cards done, some embellishments. These kits are awesome. So, as always, thank you so much for joining me. Tell me, how do you use your stamplers? I really do try, and that is my goal every month, to get a 12x12, an 8.5x11, now a pocket page, some cards, and some embellishments. So for me, the entire spectrum of what I do in scrapbooking. Tell me, what do you do with your kits, and how do you use them? And are you as amazed as I am every month to see just how much there really is? Don't forget to pop on down and see what all my lovely off the board with pineapple papers, OTBWPP, are up to today, and we'll be back tomorrow. Bye.